this video, we're going to be talking about going from mixed numbers to improper fractions to mixed numbers, as well as comparing and ordering numbers in your calculator. Now, last year in 7th grade, you had to convert mixed numbers and improper fractions by hand. So luckily for you, this year your calculator is going to do all the work for you. So first we're going to talk about going from a mixed number to an improper fraction. So you should have gotten your notes, and you should have cut at the dotted lines. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to look at mixed numbers first. So here we have the mixed number 4 2/5. It says step 1, click on the calculator. So if you're on your home screen, they want you to open up the calculator app. Step 2 says enter your fraction with an addition sign. So you're going to put 4 plus. Now we have a fraction, so control divide, 2 on top, and then 5 on the bottom. Now you will press enter. So here our improper fraction is 22 over 5. Okay. So whenever you're entering a mixed number with multiple steps, so if you're adding two mixed numbers, subtracting two mixed numbers, multiplying, you will always use parentheses in your calculator. So for instance, we have the example 3 2/5 minus 1 1/2. So I'm going to open up a parentheses. I have 3 plus my fraction, which is 2 over 5. Close my parentheses. I'm going to include my subtraction symbol, and I have another parentheses. So you're going to go ahead and open up another parentheses, 1 plus 1/2. And I'm sorry, another mixed number. So this is how we're going to put it in our calculator. So open up parentheses, 3 plus, control, divide, 2 on top, 5 on the bottom. Step out of your parentheses, and you will subtract. Open up another parentheses, 1 plus 1/2. Then press enter. Now you have the improper fraction of 19 over 10. And then just box in your answer. Okay, then we have the example 8 2/3 divided by 2 squared. So again, we have multiple steps. So the two things you need whenever you have multiple steps are parentheses, and remember, you always have to include an addition sign between your whole number and your fraction. So going ahead and opening up my parentheses, this will be written as 8 plus 2/3. Close your parentheses, and then we will press divided by, and then 2 squared. Now remember, you can either, to get the exponent of 2, you can either press x squared in your calculator, or you can use the caret top. So let's go ahead and plug this in. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a parentheses, 8 plus, control divide, 2 on top, 3 on the bottom. I'm going to step out of my parentheses, and I want to divide by 2. I can either press squared, or I can use the caret top, and I have to type in the letter 2, or the number 2. Pressing enter, it gives us the improper fraction of 13 over 6. So here, this equals 13 over 6. Go ahead and box in your answer. So that was mixed numbers to improper fractions in your calculator. Now we're going to go ahead and learn how to go from an improper fraction to a mixed number in your calculator. So open up the flap. And step 1 says to click on the calculator. We are already in the calculator. Step 2 says click menu. So you're going to click on the menu button. It says click 2 for number. So you're going to press the number 2. Step 4 says click 7 for fraction tools. So click the number 7. Step 5 says click 1 for proper fraction. So press the number 1. And this is what you should have pop in your calculator. So prop, frac, and parentheses. Now we have to put in the fraction. So you will click control divide, and you're going to get the fraction bar. Then you're going to enter your fraction. So our fraction is 12 on top, 5 on the bottom. Press enter. So here you get 2 plus 2 over 5. But whenever we write this, you do not need to include the addition sign. So here this is just 2 2/5. So that's your answer. Again, write it without the addition sign. Okay, then we have our next example, 21 over 5. So again, click menu, the number 2 for number, 7 for fraction tools, and then 1 for proper fractions. Now we can go ahead and put in our fraction. So press Control Divide. My fraction was 21 on top, 5 on the bottom. Press Enter. We have 4 plus 1 over 5. But again, whenever we write this, this is just 4, drop the plus sign, and 1/5. Okay, then we have example 144 over 15. So again, looking at our steps, we press Menu, 2 for number, 7 for fraction tools, and then 1 for proper fraction. Now we press Control Divide. We have 144 on the top, and then 15 on the bottom. Pressing Enter, we have 9 plus 3 over 5. Again, you can drop the addition sign, and this is 9 3/5. Okay, so that was going from an improper to a mixed number. Now we are going to compare in order. So here you can either compare in order from least to greatest or greatest to least. So let's go ahead and open this up. So here they want us to order these numbers. So we have 28.637, 29.05, 29 1/4, and 29 3/10. So we're going to actually need to go back to our home screen. So on the first day of school, we talked about these apps on our calculator. They each do something different. Now, you might not know what each of them are called, but luckily for you, if you just hit right, it'll change the name of that app. So this is our graphing app. This is our geometry app, list and spreadsheets, data and statistics, notes, and data quest. Here on step 1, it tells us to click list and spreadsheet. So I'm going to go over to this one right here. It kind of looks like an Excel spreadsheet, and that is list and spreadsheet. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. Step 2 says type in X in cell A. So to get to cell A up here, I'm just going to press the up arrow and type in X. And you can get the X on the keypad at the very bottom. So you'll press that, and it'll appear up here. Once that is in your calculator, you can go ahead and press down back into cell 1 and start entering in your numbers. So here we have 28.637, press down, 29.05, press down. We have a mixed number, 29 1/4. So again, whenever you have a mixed number, you need to include an addition sign between the whole number and the fraction. So 29 plus Control Divide, 1 on top, and then 4 on the bottom. Press down. Then we have another mixed number. So 29 plus Control Divide, 3 on top, 10 on the bottom. Press Enter. So here you should have these 4 numbers written in your calculator. Once you have that data, never press the X at the very top right. If you press it, it's going to clear out all of your information. You're going to want to just go ahead and press the On button. Now here it says click on Data and Statistics. So we have to find the app that says Data and Statistics. And it's actually going to be the one to the right of it. It kind of looks like it's a bar graph, and it's kind of colored pink. So we're going to go ahead and open that. So here all of your data points are kind of thrown on this graph. And that is because we have not given our calculator an access to place our numbers on. So here you're going to just kind of scroll your finger on the mouse, and you want to scroll it to the very bottom where it says click to add variable. You're going to press Enter twice. And this will put your numbers in order for you from least to greatest. So here on this side, this is my least. These are my smallest numbers, and it goes from least to greatest. So these numbers on this side are my largest. So now you might be asking yourself, well, how do I know what the numbers are if the numbers aren't there anymore? Again, you're going to take your finger and go to the mouse pad, go to one of the dots, and the numbers will appear for you. So if we want to order our numbers from least to greatest, I'm going to start on the left. My first number is 28.637. I'm going to keep going. This number is 29.05. Then we have 29 1/4. And lastly, we have 29 3/10. So this is what you should have. I'm sorry I ran out of room, but it should have been written right there. So In this video, again, you learned how to go from a mixed number to an improper fraction to a mixed number, and you also learned how to compare and order numbers in your calculator. Now, again, if this had asked you to order from greatest to least, you would have just started on the right side and make your way left.